Welcome to the mouth noise stream, everyone. I can use nano camo, but I don't have enough funds to buy the stuff that's good. So, doesn't come with any by default, does it? Maybe? Overwhelming. So welcome back to Valhalla, the stream, where we bartend, and it's Tuesday. When you take your security seriously here at Augmented Eye, we have the obligation to disclose that recent articles on Alice Rabbit were vandalized by who we think is Alice Rabbit themselves, or a very good impersonator. We want to extend our apologies, inform that we'll be limiting our coverage of Alice Rabbit to factual news, and not entertainment pieces. Sincerely, AE staff. Nah, that wouldn't happen. Pollution to reach historic levels next year. Good or bad? Levels. Even though most countries in the world have adapted their economies to solve the ongoing problem of climate change, let cities still rely on ancient technologies in order to keep costs low with profits high. As a result, this backwards policy, it seems as though we'll be experiencing a huge increase in air pollution next year. Our contamination levels will force the whole population to move away from a lot of areas within the cities. The soil is dying at an alarming pace, said experts report. Having to buy special raincoats and umbrellas does suck, but experts say you better get used to it. Yep. What's this? I've seen those already. Dangerous. Oh, White Knight just beat me up. I'm fucking crying right now. Let me tell you the story. Waiting for OP to deliver. Here I am. Anyway, here it goes. I was going home after buying groceries at the store. I was very tired because I had to line for hours just to buy milk. When I finally got out there, a group of 3 White Knights stopped me. Started asking me for my ID and also wanted to see my bag to check if I wasn't a scalper. Once they saw everything was in order, they asked me for military service ID. And just, what the fuck? Why? Why would I have that on me? There's no enforced conscription anymore. Doesn't make sense. And because I didn't have it on me, they asked for money or else they'd plant drugs on me. Of course I refused. They'd lose their patience. One of them hit me right in the temple with a gun. I was bleeding like crazy on the floor, so they just took my groceries and left. Holy shit, man. I fucking hate this place. Honestly, I hate it so much I want to leave this fucking hellhole. I'm tired of this shit every fucking day. This thread is closed. We should probably just go to work. So last time we streamed this, I made a keyboard profile with lighting to show me where all the mixy boys are, and it took a while, it took a few minutes, and it didn't turn on instantly when I booted up today, and I wondered why, and I went to the settings, and maybe I didn't save. Anyway, that's gone, so I'll have to make that again if I need to make that again. Good evening. Huh? I didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call and say you would be coming or something. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. You can take a break, you know. you're quite the hard worker. And the streets are not exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford to not come with the bar closing soon. I wonder if any bar has used the impending— what the fuck? The impending closure is a means of getting their employees to work. It seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. What did you say? Nothing important. Jill isn't back yet? I wouldn't worry too much about him though. If you say so. Say, what's this bottle? The client gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing. Ah, cool. Why is it still in the bar? Some sort of rum. Rum? Nice. Want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Let's give the boss some rum. Go to the bottled drinks. Rum. Grandpa booze. Rum. Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office. Thanks. Anytime. Okay then. Ah, yes. No. Let's get out. Do I have... That's what troubling news case invited. Whoa. Ooh. I feel like this is new. Yeah. Let's mix drinks and time to serve, mix and change. What? No. Wait, that's not how it goes. No one here to retort. Man, it feels lonely without Jill here. Just hope the restlessness in the streets doesn't lead to dangerous or weird types coming in here. Good evening. Holy shit, that was a record-breaking jinx. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? I'll have a blue fairy. Don't make a joke about becoming real. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Let's give Rain a blue fairy. Blue. It's what is it? 2, 3, 4, 5. Aged. It's ice. You go. Nice. Yeah. This is the thing. So how are you gonna? Oh, you can grab stuff. Should have figured as much. You can drink stuff and eat. Have the same system Lilin do. Can I ask you something, Miss? Call me Taylor. Just Taylor. Yes, cutie like you can ask me anything. Okay, Taylor. You have to be the first person I've met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor. Nah, too easy. You are a brain in a jar, correct? I'm sure not a hologram of that, I'm sure. Yep, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar. So how? Why? What? Does my handsomeness make you speechless? Yeah, that's something a girl sees every day, and that's saying quite a bit in these parts. Fear not, for I have a speech prepared for these situations. A speech? You're seeing one of the 5 great living bottled brains of the world. We are brains, living in conditions that allow us to exist as any other humanoid creature. All while computers in our jars scan our activities. In a slow but steady manner, we are helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer. I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh? Not out of exasperation or anything like that, mind you. I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look! I even have a couple of handfuls with me. You want one? Sure. I'll bring one of our world's 5 brains in jars to this place then. Oh, I'm from around here actually. I just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time. Have you come here before? Sadly, no. Otherwise I'd remember a cute face like yours. Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill. Jill. It's a really cute name. Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today? What with all that commotion around and all? Didn't stop you from coming here either, did it? Yeah, you're right. It's gonna take more than cryptic but ominous news to stop me. You're awfully energetic. Did you know that? Sorry, does that bother you? No, not at all. Just I figured a brain in a jar wouldn't be so happy. While I was alive, my body got to a point where there wasn't much I could do. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that will help people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy? I wonder. Do you want to make me happy, Joe? Depends on what it takes. Don't worry, just keep me a beer. Alright then, yeah, I'll make you happy. Yeah, a beer. Ah yes, no matter what happens, beer's always good. Hey, Taylor, Can I ask you something a bit indiscreet? You can ask me anything you want. While you had your other body, were you male or female? Huh, it's actually quite the question. Especially considering I don't really know the answer either. You know? I mean, I remember my name was Taylor. In fact, I remember every detail of my life, but that one thing that's a bit blurry. Blurry? Yeah, the team that put me here said it might be a side effect of the whole process. My family and friends say that even in life I didn't put too much thought into questions about gender. So in the end, I'm back to square one. Wait, don't you have pics or anything else? To be honest, I've chosen to not look too deeply into my old identity. Partly because I'm happier in this ambiguous state. But also because I have this gut feeling I'm not psychologically prepared to see what I look like. No, I feel like if I do I might crumble. Damn. Just out of curiosity, in a third person scenario, how should one refer to you? By my name? I guess that makes sense. If you absolutely need to use pronouns, refer to me like you'd refer to any other house appliance, TV or anything like that. Knit. You okay with that? In the end, even if I can't speak, I am just an object. That's actually something I've internalized a long time ago, even with my original body. I see. If that doesn't make you comfortable, feel free to use neutral pronouns. To be honest, you can refer to me however you want, I don't really pay mind to that. But this isn't about what makes me comfortable. You know what the downside to this body is? I can't get drunk. If you want to call that a downside. If you wanted to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. Drunkenness is part of the whole experience. Why though? Lilith will get drunk, no problem. Yeah, but in that case, their brain's computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speed to their bodies. Depending on the model, their drunk subroutine might throw in a different behavioral cycle even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of you being in a jar is figuring out how exactly you work. Huh, yeah, you're right. Funny though, it's the brain that gets drunk, right? The alcohol in the brain. Hey Jill. Oh, Alma. Just, oh Alma, where's the courtesy one would expect from a plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla, what can I get you? Happy? Not when you put it that way. Why hello there, beautiful. You hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry, you don't see a talking disembodied brains every day. I mean, I did work a summer in little maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads. Oh, don't worry about it. At least you're not running or fainting. Your name was Alma, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic and have at least one face. Huh. I know just what to strive for then. Just kidding. It'd make me happy to make you happy by buying you a drink. Does that bother you? I guess if Jill's the bartender, I don't have a problem with that. Awesome. I'll pay for your next drink then. What will you have? I'll have a Cobalt Velvet. And you, Taylor? I'm fine, actually. You're gonna have me drink alone? I don't want to drink that much. Okay. I'd exist. Alright, 2, 3, 5. It's like champagne served on a cup that has a bit of cola left. Oh, that's a nice cup. Your drink? Hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys have to be in the last year. Judging from the way you two talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now. Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really? One would think it's been longer. Feels like it's been longer. Shut up. You love me and you know it. So you just started coming here and that was it? Well, the first time I came here, the other guy. Speaking of which, where is Pablo? Jillian. Archimedes. Dunno, adventuring or something. Anyway, the other guy served me the first time I came here. Nothing unusual there. Next time I showed up, Jill here was the one serving, and I don't know, I feel like she just gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. We click, she says. And the fact that I feel more chemistry with her than with many other people is kind of sad, though. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late, and I've got to go. I'll leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya. Bye. Please, come again? That Taylor sure was nice. Bit weird at first, though. Apparently one of the 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in his pamphlet. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard of them before. Can't believe I actually met one. Hey Alma, is your family really strict or something? Particularly know why. The other day you started mumbling something about numbers, not caring about what you do. About a 27 not caring if you have a Catholic wedding or not. Oh god, it's not the numbers thing. Yeah, my family isn't strict per se, but my mum can be really abrasive. To her, the fact that I'm this old and not married or pregnant is a sign that I'm never going to have kids. Never mind the fact that she already has 3 grandkids. I love her, but she can be well. Yeah, I kinda get it. He also said the words, I was a blossoming woman and I wasn't going to stand for it. After talking about some 8th grade teacher. Yeah, that. You see, back when my body started developing, I got really shy. But at some point, something snapped within me. I wasn't feeling shy anymore, I felt powerful. My body felt like a new toy to me, one I was going to make sure to use. Of course, there were 2 problems with that idea. I was a teen, or horny teen, and I was surrounded by horny teens. I'm not even ashamed. I still stand by the core moral I held back then. But it's one of those memories that you look back and become terrified of how reckless you were. I mean, I could have gotten pregnant or worse. At that age, I was always dressed in black and was obsessed with occultism. Oh, the worst I remember was being the butt of other kids' jokes. Well, you know how the old adage goes. Don't compare your life to others, you don't know what they've been through. And I wasn't comparing, just wondering if some of that self-esteem thing would have helped me back then. Speaking of family, today, I came because I needed a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Evita and Bernie do, not to mention I visit almost every day. Anyway, my second oldest sister, Diana, just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. Damn. Diana's life has always been messy. These days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself, to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married a guy at 20. She didn't think about that when she married a guy she'd only known for like 3 months. You should take your own advice. Hey, I'd never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Sure, there was that one time it almost happened, but I blame the damn stadium kiss cam. Kiss cam? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced me to. It seems he was her friend's brother or something. We went out a couple of times and he invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but later the kiss cam focused on us and instead of kissing me, he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh. So I take it you rejected him, in a stadium, on the fucking kiss cam. We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe you wanted to get in my pants at the old sex on the wedding night line. But I honest to God can't understand why you thought it would be a good idea. It sounds too convoluted, you know, proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex. Never underestimate the lengths a man is willing to go to get you in their bed. That was one episode of Fresh Prince, remember that? Where Prince had Jazz marry him and what's his face. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? What's that bottle? Oh yeah, it's just some rum my client gave me yesterday. A gift. What did you do? Good enough service, I'm guessing. Okay. Quit. Huh, interesting. Mexico is the name of the chieftain in some native tribes. I see. Do you want me to serve you some of this? I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories where rum's involved. Get me a fringe weaver instead, will you? Here. At times like this, I feel like I should have ordered the rum instead. You can't fail at borrowing something from a bottle, right? God damn it. Alright, now's my turn to ask questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mum and dad split amicably. My mum is a violinist, so she was always away from home with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt, my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. You get something like your mum's artistic vein or something. I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know, just kind of said, that's it, one day and stopped. My cousins and the rest of your family. I see very little of them actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mom's family lived in France to boot. See, your mom's French? Yep. Can you speak French? Mon éloignateur est plein d'anguilles. What does that mean? Rubbish. I don't know. I can't speak French. I did try though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mum's side that lives close by. But you'll be hard pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. You're kind of lucky, you know. All of my mum's side of the family lives here. Chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the street are ridiculously high. But yeah, it's the primer on my family. Nothing too interesting, sadly. Your mum's a French violinist and you call that uninteresting? I'm wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Please don't, ever. It sounds like something somebody would say to make bartender sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of their systems, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere awesome in the world that needs security, I'm their woman. You've told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info like some sort of mercenary though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. It makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me once you secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? Mostly honest job, sheesh. Made you a hacker, by the way. I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid I had a Sudoku or crossword with me. But at some point they started feeling kind of samey. So when I started college I took a course on system security and felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles. And it's something that's always evolving. To the point of everything is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've gotten the gist of it, they change everything. So it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I help make harder at that. Huh, think about it like that way. It is less action-y than what movies make it up to be though. No real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. We have anything else? I'll have a classy drink. God damn it. Is this classy? Here you go. Yep, just what I needed, thanks. God. Say, Jill, what's the worst that could happen if you don't get your drinks right? Well, people have the right not to give me money. If they don't pay for it, I don't get my bonus. My bonus means less money and no tips. Which doesn't help because I have to pay bills. Oh, I see. Do you have to make an effort to pay your bills? You have no idea how much I hate you right now. Well, my job pays pretty well, and I'm not the kind to spend too much on things other than food and bills. Maybe maintenance on my hands and new equipment, but aside from that... Oh, I know, if you have trouble with your bills, why not live with me? We could be roommates. Don't know. Moving my stuff through the stairs because the elevator's broken. Having to move my liquor collection. Never mind the fact that my cats are shut in. I'm very upset that one time I moved some furniture around. The idea of moving just gives me a headache. I should take things so seriously when I say them, you know. I don't, but I've thought about it before. Now, I need some air. I'm going to take my break. You want to come? You invited me to the back of the bar. You should invite me to dinner first. Every minute you waste making jokes is time taken for my break. Fine, let's go. I'm also taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Yeah. Oh yeah, welcome to the Mouth Noise stream. Hey. She has 2 eyes here. Whoa. That's better. Is that an eye? I thought it was a patch. Is it like a robo eye? Cold. Sure is chilly out there. It is, actually. It is. It's kind of refreshing. The hub out there seems like a nice guy. Billy Vine? Yeah, he's a cool guy. Very respectful. Billy Vine? Apparently he got into some legal trouble and that's why he's like that. Really? Could also just be a very nice crackhead, though. I have a cousin that lives like a hobo, actually. Really? It's a bit complicated, though. Problem is his family has tried to get him to live with them, but his pride won't let him accept their help. He'd rather live on the streets for some reason. You can't tell with some people, sadly. Why did he become a hobo in the first place? Bad investments and debts. Bank evicted him from his house. Oh. It's a serious problem because he has epileptic attacks but refuses to take his medication. I just don't get what's up with him. Honey, some service here? I'm here, don't scream. Oh, you two hanging out at the back of the bar? What kind of stuff are you doing? Just talking. Is that what they call it these days? What do you want? Something soft, something sweet, no alcohol, please. Wouldn't it be the same if you just grabbed a soda from the vending machine? Would I like you? Do you dislike my presence so much? Sweet non-alcoholic, you say, alright. Flavor. Aged. Mixed. Yeah, like you asked. See? Don't get this kind of treatment from vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. He has that weird idea that good service is the same as selling lukewarm cans of cola. Lawrence? A friend of mine. He's a vending machine. Oh, but how impolite of me. I'm lovely and my name's Dorothy. Dorothy Hayes. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma. Pleasure's mine. Dorothy, you say? Hey, what? Nothing. Guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me. Mostly about your, pluckiness. And here I was thinking it was because I'm a sex worker. So much for trying to be subtle. Hey, I take pride in my job, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Isn't it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself. Thank you very much. Where'd you work, Alma? I'm a hacker. Really? A full-fledged hacker? Not the kind that sees a computer logged into some account and says that's hacking, right? No, of course not. I've always been curious about how becoming a hacker works. Do you just start typing real fast while waiting for something to happen? No. I can explain, but I don't know if you'll get it. We won't know until you try, right? Last time I said that I had to jam the plastic replica of a halogen light bulb of a grown man's ass. It was a success. Okay then, let me try and explain in general how it works. Let's say I have to retrieve information from a company's database. Alright. First I do some research on the target, OS, servers, how the information is stored and all that. There have been a couple of occasions where I've had to go in blind, but they're the exception rather than the rule. First I secure things from my side. I start working behind proxies, websites, and through other more vulnerable computers I find on the way. After that I start testing the networks. I go through the basic protocols, try known exploits as long as they don't trigger any alarm. Once I've tested the ground, the fun starts. I go through all the security protocols and look to bypass them. Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself. I see. Then when I'm finally in, I go ahead and retrieve user privileges. After that I go and try and become a super user. Get what I need. How do you do that? Well, there are a couple of ways. I can use a pre-made program to hack into an already existing account. I can use info someone already gave me. But the usual way is using a buffer overflow. What happens next? I create a backdoor in the system before leaving and covering my tracks. I can't handle it anymore. Alma, hack me like you've never hacked anything before. Yeah. Make my buffer overflow, create a backdoor inside me, escalate your user privileges, find flaws in my security. Sorry, I got carried away. No shit, what happened? Have you seen those movies or books where a couple does something like paint a picture or cook? But they make it sound like they're having sex instead? Suggestive scenes, yeah. That whole thing was kind of like that for me. Really. I guess humans really don't get it because their minds don't upload to networks or anything. But trust me, if you recorded yourself giving a really detailed explanation in a really sexy voice, you'd make millions. Horny little are an unexploited market. I see. Oh, looks like my ride is here. You're right. Yep, my brother-in-law came to look for me. Is it alright to ask that for him? It's okay, I've known him since preschool. It just happened that he got married to my sister. Hey Dorothy, you need a ride? Can you drop me by 3rd Street? Sure, it's on the way. Hey, I'll take your offer then. Bye, honey. Later, Jill. Take care. The streets seem noisy. Oh, a client. Hello, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get? Such a small yet comfortable place. Truly an oasis of spiritual drinks in the midst of suburban desert. A place where lost and corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A nest where everyone from the most pathetic scum to the vilest trash junkie can just sit to kill their insides. Truly a real persona non grata. That's Latin for mysterious place, by the way. I'm so smart, philosophical. Alright, we got ourselves a persona non grata right here. What you have then? 17. Excuse me? I said 17. 7 plus teen. What does that mean? What does it mean to you? Just be sure, 17 is about the drinky one, right? Only if you want it to be. There it is, Piano Man. On the rocks. Yeah, how is this a 17? It isn't. You said 17 would only be related to your drink if I thought it was, and I think it isn't. Oh, you subverted my expectations by taking me literally. Sneaky. And what brings you here, Mr.? I'm Armandio. Virgilio Armandio. See, I introduced myself using the Asian order because that's a lot more polite. Right. And I came here looking for an otherworldly experience. I was passing by and saw this place, and it's called Valhalla. I want to see the souls of resting warriors, the wounded spirits of noble souls. The golden hall full of never-ending banquets. The lively Valkyrie is looking over them. We have some arcade machines in the corner. No. You're taking me too literally. You see, I'm being poetic. By giving a mystical air to a mundane affair. I wanted to see drunk people. I wanted to see waitresses and food. I wanted to see the bar in all of its decadent glory. Well, you're out of luck. Today's been quite a slow day. Well, I'm very surprised given how things are going in the streets though. Humans are a nasty bunch. That much is true. Making a ruckus, coming at each other. That's to be expected from the only mammal to kill its own. I'm no zoologist, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Oh yeah? Give me an example. Not zoologist, bartender. Like I said, I don't know exact details, I just know that isn't right. Monkeys. Howler monkeys. They're fucking vicious, right? If memory serves me right, once a lion takes over a pride, every cub born from another lion is killed or something. That sounds strange. Takes over a pride. You can't take over a pride. Pride isn't a tangible thing. You need to stop making things up, non-zoologist bartender. But going back on topic, do you know what the number 17 means? The atomic number of chlorine? No, and Chloe is a name, not a number, you know? The group where halogens are inside the periodic table? Stop making a word like halogens, periodic and table. Okay then, I give up. 17 is us. Yeah? Every human has 17 pairs of chromosomes. That number is the whole foundation of you and me. It's 23. What? What is? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17. Well, that both primal numbers, so it's the same idea. Primal. Do you want anything else? I'd like a single plum floating in perfume served in a man's hat. Okay. He wants a plum floating perfume in a son of a bitch. Plum fume. You did. Wait, you did. Enjoy. I will. I will drink this perfume. You don't really have to. Yeah, that'd be silly. You win this round, bartender. Hey, bartender, have you ever thought about death? How? What if we're already dead, both of us? What? What tells you I even existed before I entered that door? How can you assure me that this reality is real, and we are not in fact in heaven or hell all alone? What if everything up to this point is just some stupid story written by an unemployed 20-something in his room? I could punch you to make you feel reality. I don't care about any of that, actually. This reality is real for me, and that's all that matters. Such a closed-minded way of seeing things. You need to get away from factual facts, open your mind to things beyond your reach. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start. The Habanera has started. It means the twilight of the gods in German. What? By the way. Well, You're on your own, bartender. Enjoy your new world order. A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh, hell! Let me take a look out the window. Be careful. I see lots of flashes in the distance, most likely gunshots. Jill, come here a sec. What? About 5 gigabytes of reports proving that several White Knight squads have been used to cover illegal actions were released to the public by an unknown anarchist group. We're receiving reports of several units going rogue and using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find on the street. Several counter-terrorism forces in the neighbouring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazed units after a plea from the Vice President. We're still waiting for a declaration from Zaibatsu Corp's CEO on the subject, but until then, things are ugly on the outside of that bank, it seems. I'd recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. What if they break in? They won't. Even then, the bar has quite the security system. And I'll be here, protecting you, as an added bonus. Yeah, guess I'll stay here tonight. I'll get you the spare mattress I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, I guess it's fine. Good. Let's hope everything gets solved by the morning. I'll have Zen Kanto on hand, just in case. The metal bat with nails. There's nothing it can't bash. Say, Gil 4. Hope everything's better by tomorrow. Big fiend. Can't believe I messed that up. Rise and shine. Morning. It's 11 AM though. That's the morning for me on the weekends and any other day. How's everything outside? Still noisy, but forces have been deployed to take care of most of them at least. How so? Zaibatsu Corp's president is pleading with anyone to stop the rogue White Knights. Neighbouring city forces were deployed quickly and have subdued most of the opposition. There have also been reports of White Knights just freezing, like they were petrified somehow. Make it sound like some god suddenly decided to put everything in place. Well, I'm just glad no bullets are flying in and out of this whole building. Sure, there's still some bad apples out, and it's not really safe yet, but the worst was last night. There also seemed to be a civilian force lynching any White Knight they spot, so not only are the White Knights a problem, regular folks are on edge too. Wonder if Sei is okay. Should we be worried about Jill? That kid knows how to take care of himself. I'm sure that whatever it is that he's doing, he's safe. Dare I say he's even safer where he is now than here. Sure hope so. We gonna work today? Nah, things are too nasty right now. Let's take the Sunday off. Alright. Say, do you want me to help you get to your apartment? Actually, yeah, I'd appreciate that. Okay, let me lock things up and we'll go. We'll grab something for lunch on the way. Sounds good. And here we are. Wait, what? What's this? What's going on here? Home sweet home, thanks a lot. Hey boss, wanna hang out for a bit? Huh. Yeah, grab a beer, chill out for a bit, mostly thank you for helping me. Well, I don't have much to do anyway, so yeah, sure. I did tell you you should invite me to your apartment sometime, didn't I? Oh yeah, you did. What worries me a bit is that beer always leads to something else. To more beer? I was gonna say, to one of us going through the Spanish announcers table. But I think we're safe here. Come on in then. Excuse me. Want one? Sorry, I don't smoke. Don't mind me though, smoke if you wanna. Thanks. Say, how's the chilly weather treating you? Gets cold from time to time, but nothing that Kotatsu and the heater can't fix. Alright boss, you're not very good with the cold, are you? You know it. You didn't bring your jacket here either. Yeah, I left it at home when going to the bar yesterday. It wasn't that cold and I didn't expect to spend the night at the bar. Would you like a sweater or something? Ah, don't mind me. I insist. I have this hoodie from some time ago, it was too big for me. I buy it then? It was dirt cheap? Right. Wait, where did you get this one? Don't know, some flea market ages ago. Why? Nothing. It's just like the one I had many years ago. What happened to it? Too much use, it just ripped. I see. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway. Let's see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go change into something more comfortable. Take your time. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Huh? Well, that's just for... He's wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat. They usually have green. Will attest, they do. Yeah, weird, huh? First I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. Do you have any pets, boss? Back at home we had a bear. I see. What? Good old Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog. Right. This picture here isn't something you see every day. What? Me taking such a snappy pic? No, a framed picture on a printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Huh. Is this pic recent or... Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27, what do you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone printed and framed one. Did you break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things. And me storming out of our house, breaking a couple of things on the way out. We never broke up formally and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away, haven't said a word since. Really? It's hard to picture you doing such a thing. You look so happy in the pic. I have a pic out like this now. I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing having the warmth of someone else pressed against your side. Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head. Dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, felt nostalgic. And then miserable. I'll just put this away. Been meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. That'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. Huh? What's that on the table? Looks like an if... It's nothing. Now please give that to me. Oh, alright, yeah. It's all nothing, don't worry. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. Damn, you have lots of beer. Oh shit. Well, BTC gives me discounts. And a point card I use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, stronger than the ones they sell in stores. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This is more of a Pilsner. In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Dunno, it doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what's the name of the base liquid you use in the bar again? Neutrogenic dichromatrical lidogenol or NDL? It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the Maiden Kiss polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production, but the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And this one, is this made with it? Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Near the end, NDL and cornstarch. Cornstarch? It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. I see. I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. Guilty as charged. Still have that open bottle of rum somewhere around. Do you want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. Do you consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Dunno. What with being my boss and all, I never was too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yeah, I consider one of you my best friends. Besides, you and Jill are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. It's good to know. On a side note, it surprises me that you kept that poster of me in the room. Even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it though. Aside from filling an empty spot in the wall, I don't really know. Thought it was funny too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something. You had it there as a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyway, it's kind of pointless. What? No steamy nights of passion? Not since a year ago, I think. Rather not talk about that. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go out and dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. Different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. And not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back though. That's what friends are for. Wait. Did you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy? Did you just call me dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey boss, be honest with me here. About what? Who is Jill exactly? What do you mean? You know what I mean. Who the fuck is he? Oh yeah, that. Well, I have a couple of ideas. I know for certain that Jill was in the Hong Kong riots, and he took part in the anti-riot force before defecting. That should give me a clue as to who he is, but so far I've only found out about one such defector, and he didn't leave Hong Kong for at least 4 years. I also know for certain that Jill was in England and France during that time frame. And it's always like that. When I think I have a clue as to who he is, something else comes up that contradicts that evidence. That guy's troublesome. I bet, yeah. I wonder if Jill's alright. You worried about him? Make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. You can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Jill though, much though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. He does. I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right, levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone. Pretty much gave him the drinks for free. After a couple, he broke down crying. He what? I don't know what he did, but he was really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever. I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find anything out about him. So I decided to take him at face value. I judge him for what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I returned the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. What surprises me is he took him in so easily. I can take care of myself, and I always kept an eye on him. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, couldn't ignore someone who's desperate. That desperate so easily. I see. Open backed earphones. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know. How so? Well, the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. Can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. She's a nice girl, you know. I don't think she's young enough to be called a girl. Says the girl who's eternally 17. In any case, she's really lovely. When you hear her speak of her family, she speaks with such love, her face just brightens up. It kind of makes me jealous that she has this close relationship with them, to be honest. You have bad relationships with your family? Not bad, but I'm not exactly close to anyone besides my mom, dad, aunt. Back to Alma. I'm really hoping she finds a nice guy to settle with. I mean, she's so bent on finding one. I can't help but want her to succeed. I see. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Ah, Dorothy. She intrigues me. I've seen a lot of sex workers over the years. She seems pretty giddy. It's not that she likes her job, but rather she takes to it with such childish excitement. Notice that too, but then again, Lilin can be weird. You think? Lilin operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. If they lose an arm, they can reattach it or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions, like fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must. Let's see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy has a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lilin get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies if they're fulfilling their main purpose, so... Guessing she gets a built-in push, whatever. She's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilin is a bit weird though. It is? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilin doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. That aside, do you know why they're called Lilin? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith, and Lilin are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Ooh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you were first transferred, I called you Julianne. You almost told me a new one with your glare. See? Like that. It's not a big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything from the dolls to the costumes to lunchboxes. It didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. Saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. Well, it's beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to learn to be a role model. How the main character wasn't a kid, Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kids show, even by today's standards. Just the fact that her enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards and body image. Challenging as fuck. Whoa, got excited there. And that's the problem. Back then I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs dressed like her, could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. It's beside the point. It was nice while I was in the elementary school, but when I went to middle school, what a surprise, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to teach me about things I did back then. No hold it against Jules. I always hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age. I worried about jerkasses singing the theme song of the show mocking me. Anyway, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talk about it, because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect, and yet it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it though. It's actually kind of reasonable. Sure hope so. Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind of fightless kid bigger than me. Then puberty happened and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. So Jill, what kind of guy was your grandpa? He's rough around the edges, the kind of guy that means well even if he says otherwise. He seemed to have a soft spot for me though. One moment he was congratulating my dad by berating him a little, and the next he was playing with me. My dad worked a lot. Lost my mom. What? A lot, and my mom was always travelling, so I spent most of my childhood with him. Can I ask how he died? Out of old age. My dad says his last words were something like, "Fucking scientists created talking mannequins, but they still can't let you upload your brain." Other question. Curious about you. Really curious. I just realised that even though we see each other almost every day, I know very little about you. Oh. From what you tell me though, it seems your grandpa's personality rubbed off on you a bit. I've heard that one since I was a kid actually. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people did you have in it? Keep in mind you're included in that circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyway, I have this friend I've known for a long time, red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. The one you called from the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too. Got the idea from her actually. Oh. It's called NI-RVN-A, and if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. And means it's an annex to another business. What else should you do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar out to its own building elsewhere and opened Nerve and B in the hotel instead. Raw credits. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. Woman cave. That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was at the Neo San Francisco Police Force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. Spent a short time collaborating with the police force. Been a wrestler and MMA fighter. Chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop assistant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyway, aside from you, Jill, my sis, Iris, and Lexi, and Hum, guess there's a lot of people that I don't want to see who don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? Guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. And it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Jill, my closest friend since moving here is Alma, or Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always four, but the cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know he's a cat. Hey, cat's fine too, you know. Hey boss, what will you do when the bar closes? I don't know, maybe I'll take our friends off after working with her. It's also thinking about going back home and helping with things there. Or maybe going travelling for a while. Let's see. But don't worry, bureaucracy's slow as fuck. They won't close the bar for quite a while. Better enjoy being there while you can. Yeah, maybe. Will you be visiting me in whatever bar I end up working at? Have a bone to pick with the guy that supervises the bar that I'm planning to get you transferred to. I go there even though I have virtually no reason to. With you there, I'd have something pleasant to look forward to. You're sending me to someone you have problems with? If I have to trust another bar owner, it's certainly him. He's actually a pleasant boss from what I've seen. The fact that he and I have a tendency to go at each other's throats is an unrelated matter. I'll trust you on that one then. Don't worry, maybe I can get you a bracelet made out of wood pieces from the bar's counter or something. We'll see. Hey, I'll tell you what. When the bar closes, let's both take a vacation. Go on a trip. That'll clear your mind a bit. Yeah, maybe. I didn't finish my beer. Is it snow or is it pollution? Oh, your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the $8,000 needed. Jill is curious about getting the rumor she saw and getting one prevent her from getting too distracted. Have a nice day. Ah, boss left the hoodie anyway. Time is it? 2 minutes past midnight. Apollo Bank is being attacked threat 2. Media is still awfully quiet about the augmented eyes talking about it. Very briefly, maybe someone lost their job due to the rogue article. It was from Kim. She's always trying to write serious shit, but I think AE got tired of her. Fucking shame. So all we'll get is clickbait from now on. Gonna get worse for the very least. White Knights say there's a lot of people inside the building. At least 3 people already dead. How? Is someone shooting people? Looks like it. Security looks like it was the security from the building, but I've got no details yet. Sounds weird as fuck. Insider Anon, you gotta give us more. Do my best here. Thanks, based. Thanks, based Anon. Thanks, what? Explosion registered. The media is still quiet about it. Can confirm there's an explosion, but it looks like it was just one of them. So there's more bombs? Not just one, that's right. Do we have any clue about who's doing this? Hearing from several sources, this group, the new one looking to overthrow the government, no names have been mentioned. It looks like it's not a group, just one person who sent all pollers. It's pretty ballsy. And this is just a rumor of Heron here, but Alice Rabbit might be involved. How? A hacker is helping out hostages to escape, and they're suspecting of Alice. Huh, someone doing stupid shit on the internet is being actually useful. Well, Apollo Bank is being attacked by Thor. From situations finally reached its end, the attacker was shot dead, but a huge amount of data was released from the servers all around the world. Remember the leaks from Alice, those were nothing compared to this. Proof of corruption, money laundering, espionage is actually pretty unsettling. Damn. Files available from approximately 60,000 sources. Terabytes that contain all operations from the Glitch City government and White Knight operations. Seems the ultimate goal. The attacker was not to blow up the bank, but lead hostages toward the servers inside the bank. They had the files under several layers of physical security. She sounds whack. How do you make a plan this complex? No idea. But that's what some of the witnesses are telling the police. Okay, it looks like I have to leave, but I'll try to write down all the details for a future post. Gonna need some time though. Godspeed, Anon. Thanks. Thanks, Anon. Nano Camo is now making smart underwear. Underwear you can change with a voice command. It's something you really wanted in your life. Now the cameras you goof is you covered. Already providing consumer versions of their advanced nanomachine fabric, they plan to release a line of underwear that can change its look with a spoken word. No more stains in your white panties. Just change its color to black and you'll barely notice. Won't change the smell though, they're not that advanced. Expect an increase in sales next year. These innovative products are PR representative told the augmented eye. I'm already using them. Super comfy if you ask me. GSF January 4th card announced 66 American Kid and Giant Yusuke headlining. The blood feud between Giant Yusuke and 66 American Kid will reach its climax at January 4th annual GSF Dome event, but it's not the only match of the night. Other interesting bouts feature great workers such as the Great DK and Aaron's. Full card below. 66 American vs Giant Yusuke. Red Comet Jr. versus Nagisa. Oh shit. Oh shit. Akito versus the Great DK. Roy Campbell, oh shit, versus Aaron's. Jack Baum and Blaze versus Julian Caracolta, sorry. And Osna versus Secret. Jesus Christ. Oh shit. Dangerous admin has been arrested again. Famous hacker Alice Rabbit graced the popular text board to issue a new threat, which resulted in the arrest of the site's admin known as Fufa for a second time. We have no details other than that. Part of an investigation, cybercrime units set Black told the Augmented Eye during a call. We are now busy tracking down the message that appeared yesterday. When inquired about the arrest, Fufa would not only respond with a calm, "Not this shit again." Oh, yeah, it doesn't. Okay. Oh. Wait. We have bought the Dharma, and one more day. One more day. Why not? Good evening. Chill. Oh, hey guys. How the hell did you get in? I have a copy of the key, remember? Wait, that's how you greet me after so many days. I never doubted you'd be fine. If anything, I'd have to cut your paycheck for leaving so many days without notice. See Jill? He'll be here on Monday, like nothing ever happened. Wait, why does he have a copy of the key and I don't? The need for you having a key never arose. True. Anyway, glad you find Jill. Thanks, I guess. What, are you gonna make me wash the bathrooms again? Not today. Listen, I don't know who the hell you really are, or what's trying to come back to bite you in the ass. But remember, there are people that actually care about you. Don't just leave like you did. Especially after all the hell broke loose. Please give us a sign that you're still alive. So you were worried. Isn't that normal? When it comes to you, I don't know. Shut up. She's right though. You shouldn't make ladies worry so much. Check if the cats didn't move the internet antenna, would you? Fine, fine. Hey boss, why did you leave the hoodie at my place? 'Cause it's yours? But I told you you could keep it. Sorry, I couldn't find it myself to take it. Right? Partly because I didn't feel right about taking it. Mostly because I thought you'd totally look cute with it. I see. Don't think I'm rejecting a gift of yours, it's just preserving cuteness is one of my principles. Right. You still worried about the whole bar closure thing? Of course I am. Not like I can't work because of it, but you know. Alright. All we can do is enjoy whatever time we have left. Yeah, as best we can. Yeah. So cheer up. Clients smell sadness and fear. We don't want that. I'll go to my office. Okay. Antenna's fine. Did I miss anything? Not really, no. Anyway, let's start the day. Time to mix drinks, change lives. Oh yeah, Jill? Glad to see you fine, I mean it. Thanks. Excuse me, I'm looking for Donna Zane. May I have your name? Tell her it's Brian. Just a sec. Boss, some Brian guy is looking for you. Tell him I'll be there in a bit. She'll, you heard him. It's alright, I'll wait. It's weird for someone to come asking for her, though. It's not so weird when you're a BTC's regional manager in these parts. Yeah, I guess that's... guess I didn't give you the best first impression. Don't worry, I know who I'm dealing with. Not a fan of people treating me too nicely because my position anyway. Handle me like I'm just another client. Alright, can do that. Can I get you, Mr. Brian? Let's go with the basics. A sugar rush, please. Coming right up. Who's this dude? Who is this sugar boy? Press the wrong buttons here. Aldehyde, power delta. Mixed. Yep. Yeah, this one's nice. Back in training, they made a big deal about sugar rushes, right? They're like the fried eggs in mixing drinks. They're the most basic thing that people can still mess them up. Sugar rushes are simple enough that you only need to follow instructions. If you can't even do that, your future as a bartender is not bright. Huh, never told me that. You're Jill, right? Yeah, that's me. Dana's talked quite a bit about you. Really? I guess you must have a few questions for me, am I right? Mostly concerning the closure warning Valhalla got. Can you disclose any information? Shouldn't. You have the right to know. Thanks. Don't mention it. Now where to start? Saw the news on the information leak during the Apollo Trust Bank incident, right? About the White Knights having lots of members, criminal organizations in the Loud. Well, it's not going to do anything for me, is it? Turns out the White Knights weren't the only ones with shady people. Some of those same folks who've been trying to elude legal problems using the BTC certified bars. BTC bars have their own protocols, meaning the White Knights can't dig too deeply. At least, not without going through a ton of paperwork first, giving the criminals time to cover their tracks. Although it takes a bit of time to set it up, apparently it's proven an effective method of money laundering. Where does Valhalla come in? Young bars are the ones under the radar now. The modest, low-income ones, the primary suspects. It's not just Valhalla, any small bar with a small income is being investigated heavily right now. So the closure notice is due to low sales. Among the reasons a bar can get axed, low sales is the rarest one. If low sales were a problem, lots of bars would close every year. It's true that. You'll find out soon enough, huh? Sorry? Ah, nothing, don't mind me. Seems your guess was spot on, Jill. For helps, I'm doing my best to appeal in your place. Really? Why? Most of Glitch City's bars are a pain in the ass. They constantly give reports of chemical damage or shady drinks. This is one of the few places from which I almost never receive complaints. Closest thing to a recent complaint was the whole Pharma Fabrics affair with a little while ago. So much saliva. Wouldn't get my hopes up though. Especially since the BTC will try and save face by axing as many suspects as possible. I know you make an effort is enough though, thanks. Can I get you anything else? Now that I remember, the recipe book is a drink created here, right? Oh yeah, the Suplex. Get me one of those. Sure. Why? There you go. There you go. The registry form said this was an accident while making a pile driver. You can ask the creator of the drink just over there. Ah, so you're Robert. Yes, that's my name. I'm Robert, the one and only. Jill called you Jill though. Ah, it's Argentinian slang. Robert hits from Argentina, so we call him Jill. Huh, I see. Sorry, Brian, I'm sorting something out in the office. Please come in. Be right there. Any other questions, Jill? Not really, no. Although, yeah? If you were to evaluate my performance right now, how would you rate me? Clean timely delivery of the correct orders, top-notch bartender. Thanks. Affleck, excuse me. I'm surprised you haven't met him before. I received my training in another city. The regional supervisor there was some girl with a red mohawk. Ah, I see. Wonder what boss will talk to Brian about. Jill, was it? Ah, Miss Stella. What a pleasure. You okay? Yeah, I'm just, call me Stella. Get me a big beer, please. Sure, on it. Beer. Are you sure you're fine? You know Say, right? Of course, what's up with that? She was at the Apollo Trust Bank during the whole affair and... Oh. Right, that. So she didn't show up on the list of the massive body count in the aftermath, so... I was hoping that maybe you've seen her. As much as I'd love to say that I had. Yeah, I figured as much. Man, the air is suddenly a lot heavier. I mean, I could go tell her everything will be alright, but that sounded a bit condescending. Just wonder in this kind of situation. Maybe a joke? Oh, that'd be tasteless. Okay, just try and say anything. At the very least, you'll break the tension. Maybe distracting will be enough. I don't think clearly when under this kind of pressure, do I? Ah, it was a private eye here the other day. Eye? Sorry, I'm a bit on edge. Private detective, I take it. Yeah, maybe you'll want his services. What's his name? I believe it was Art Von Delay. Oh, that art guy. Yeah, I actually hired him yesterday to look for Say. So you still have hope? I'm somewhere between bargaining and depression right now. I'm afraid to let go of bargaining. I see. Is he any good? He doesn't look like it, but he's quite skilled at gathering intel. I believe he'll give me answers about Say, whatever they might be. Sometimes I wish I had a magic wand so I could solve all my problems with a swing, you know. Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable. Oh, sorry, no, it's not about feeling uncomfortable. It's just weird. I usually try to say something to my clients when I see them down. And right now I can't find any words that don't sound hypocritical, useless or tasteless. Glad to know you have that much common sense at least. All I can do is get you drinks. Can I get you anything else? Something sweet that'll help me calm down a bit. Gladly. Wait. Six. What's wrong with me? Thanks. Seems you really like Say. I don't have brothers or sisters, and my social interactions are usually strictly business. So Say is more than a friend to me. She's... Sorry I brought that topic up at a bad time. Don't worry about it. As I was saying, she's more than a friend, she's my emotional support. She's someone I can trust wholeheartedly. I'd say she's like my sister, but siblings usually lack that level of trust. I have to deal with high-class pricks of every race upbringing on a daily basis. They use a business mask to hide anything they don't want others to know, and I do the same. But with Sei, I can be myself. I can do whatever I want and vent all my frustrations. She's always been there for me, and now she might need me. But here I am, sitting in a barn, making other people do their job because I'm useless paltry flesh. Sorry about the outburst. I'm actually kind of jealous of the level of self-control you're using here. I mean, I'd be a mess in that situation. Still, would you like some fresh air? I'm going to take my break, if you could use some. Well, for a given value of fresh. I'm fine, thanks. Okay then. Jill, please serve as Miss Stella while I take my break. Sure, leave it to me. God damn, it is chilly outside. Is it chilly outside? God damn it. But what would a kid like you know about that, eh? I'm just giving you the facts as they are. What happened while I was gone? Let's see. Detective guy comes in. Cat Boomer girl greets him. They start talking. Everything was okay until the girl mentioned Zaibatsu Corp offhand. After that, the guy got riled up and started bad-mouthing him. Oddly enough, he was the only one. She just carried. Wait, what? Oddly enough, he was the only one. She just carried on like it was just a normal conversation. I see. Well, I won't deny Zaibatsu Corp is anything but innocent. When you get down to it, it has enhanced the quality of life here. Yeah, if by enhanced you mean getting yanked around by a shiny new chain around our necks. Can't you see that those big companies don't care about us? Why do you think Lick City is mockingly called the guinea pig of the world? We're just one big test group for them to use however they want. But then again, I don't expect a kid to understand how hard it was, let alone a rich kid. True, I don't know. I'm true. I have a privilege that clouds my judgment. But can you deny that meddling of Zaibatsu Corp has brought quite a few benefits? Like what? The AI integration program has started to make huge advances in the AI department. Every day more and more countries are seeing the benefits of recognizing AI as citizens. Yeah, but we also hold the AI reformation program, meaning that we're also the world's still in prison. AI went rogue, transfer it to a delivery drone or ship it to Glitch City. That murderer is now delivering your pizza. Fair point, although that program has proven to have reformed many AIs. They don't brag about their 88% success rate for nothing. The city also has a stronger economy. Zaibatsu Corp's success has made more and more companies bring their products here. And the gap between classes continues to grow. More companies just mean more people who will plant their feet in your face. But it also means more products are being brought to the lower classes. Stores have 20% more brand variety compared to last year. Zaibatsu Corp's main medical research branch has also made lots of discoveries. More and more illnesses previously thought incurable are being redressed every day. And it's amazing for those who can afford them. Meanwhile, down here we're experiencing medicine shortages almost every month. You have a point there. Oh, but there are also more jobs. All of the companies coming down here need personnel. So the unemployment rate has gone down by almost 40% this year. More jobs? Shut up. Am I wrong? Well, that's... Hey you, don't just sit there, give me a Zen star. Sure. Yeah. God, this is awful. It's your order, though. I seriously hope you don't really believe everything you just said. Of course I do. Why else would I say it? You do bring up something I always fail to remember. All the benefits we've gained over time are limited to a few. I can talk about advances all I want, but at the end of the day, it's all luxury belonging only to a few. And even those that can be accessed by everyone are more like an improvement in the bigger picture. That doesn't take away from the fact that there still have been positive changes. Credit where credit's due, don't you think? That's a pretty mature answer. Discussions are a way for two parties to understand each other. The only people who are afraid of discussion are the ones whose points are too fragile to defend against someone. Yeah, mature, whatever. I'm gonna take the chance to ask you about that job I gave you yesterday. I haven't been able to find much, but I can at least tell you that she wasn't at the bank when it opened up. What does that mean? Either she left before the whole ordeal started, or she managed to escape at some point before the whole thing ended. All the corpses are accounted for. They only found one totally disfigured, but witnesses identified it. Wasn't your friend, that much is sure. I see. Did you call him here? No, he just so happened to come here today. The weirdest part is the girl did enter the bank. It was like she vanished or something. I see. Thanks. Keep it up. Your face is brightened a bit. Hope is the last thing you lose, I guess. If he's telling you the truth, say might have found a way out. She's a resourceful girl. She surely did something. I think I'll have another drink. Do you want anything? Just get me whatever you order. 2 bad touches, please. Oh, no. It's a bad touch again. I remember this one party I went to. The guy came up with the name of this drink showed up. After people found that one out, they lined up to slap him for whatever reason. They didn't seem offended to me, though. Imagine a guy shows up and tells you, I made a classy bad touch. Wouldn't you line up to slap him? Okay, Joe? Now that I think of it, did you find the girl you were looking for a week ago, Mr. Vondelay? Turns out she was at the Apollo Trust Bank all this time. No wonder I couldn't get in touch with her. Girl? Someone paid me to look for a Crimson Rose. She had happened to be at the time. What? I'm trying to avoid mentioning that a dangerous assassin got stuck in the same bank as the girl that you're looking for. Oh, don't worry. Besides, the last thing I'm worried about with Say is people. Why's that? Her attitude is usually so laid back and gentle that she has no problem getting people on her side. And the off chance that she has to defend herself, well, I won't say her take care of a warbot gone haywire by herself. She did need medical help afterwards, but she recovered in no time and managed to take care of the bot. Is she really that good? She's not only really physically fit, she's also really good with Krav Maga. Something wrong? No, nothing. I just realized I forgot about all that. Say's not invincible, but she knows how to take care of herself. And like I said, she's resourceful. She surely found a way out. Just hope she's well, wherever the hell she is. She owes me an ice cream. You want another drink, Mr. Vondelay? It's on me. Are you sure? Yeah, order away. Okay then, I'll have a piano man. Did you miss Stella? I'm fine, get his order. Piano boy. Oh, wow. Yeah. So this is what drinking something classy without worrying about the price feels like. Alright, I should get going. My contact will arrive at the rendezvous point soon. I'll let you know if I find out anything else, Mrs. Hoshi. Please do. Right then. You've been generous today. He made my night with his discoveries on Say's situation. Not totally over it, but at least I got distracted for a bit. Well, that's it for me. Good night. Miss Hoshi. Thanks again. Please come again. You don't mind if I stay a bit longer, right? Why would I? It's not like you're asleep. Thanks. This place is soothing. I'll just go sit over near the arcades. Alright then. That'll be all, Dana. Quite a mess, the situation with, Robert. Brian, you have a meeting in an hour with MI6 Hall C. Right. Oh, if it isn't Miss Hoshi herself. Ah, Brian, fancy meeting you here. Didn't expect to see you here of all places. You busy? Mind catching up for a bit? Sure, no problem. Jill will be sitting over here. Let me know if you need anything. Will do. This holophone is an old model, so hanging up is a bit laggy. You can call me Kaz, by the way. I'm Jill. Say, you guys give a lot of liberties to my boss. I mean, she gets away with too much stuff. She's not hurting anyone. Wouldn't you say it's more interesting that way? Finally hung up. Phew, it's been quite the day. At least the streets are calm today. I have arrived yet again at the... oh god. The majestic Hall of Heroes. Calm until now. We meet again, bartender. You look winded, Virgilio. It's pronounced Virgilio. I'm pretty sure it's Virgilio. He said as much the last time he came. Pronunciations are a silly thing society imposes on letters. They want to be free, they want to be pronounced however they want. You look winded, Virgilio. But you're all little toys, winded by the cruel hand of fate. Just stumbling until it decides not to wind us anymore. And yet, you're the only one in the vicinity hyperventilating. What? I was jogging. Dressed like that. I can jog however I want. Yes, you can. What can I get you? Something fake. Of course. Something fake. Oh. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It's the beer, isn't it? He wants a beer. Here you go. Now, tell me why this is fake. Because I didn't even try. My expectations of me giving a damn about the abstract order are fake. Bravo. Brilliant. Say, Virgilio, where'd you work? I take the noble duties of curator at the Steampunk Museum. Really? What'd you do? I study everything that comes and keep it clean for the people that visit the premises. But lately my duties have been hindered by the museum's owner. Really? Yeah, he told me, stop touching the exhibits, you're gonna break them. The nerve of some people. Yeah. He still fails to realize that I'm the curator there. Without me, all those machines would be rustier than they already are. Even the visitors get that I'm the one responsible for those. Why can't the owner realize that too? Yeah. I bet he treats you like a janitor or something like that. Exactly. Okay then, time for your next challenge, bartender. Challenge, he says. I want purity. Oh. How is this pure? It's a drink. It's free from any human sin. It can do no harm consciously. Ah, yes. Beautiful. Hey you, the guy over there. Me? Yes you. Have we met before? Can't remember. Maybe? Yeah, I think. No. We haven't met. Ever at all. That's an interesting reaction. Ah, Jill, I'll be taking my leave now. Be careful out there. Thanks. Huh? Excuse me, have we met someplace before? Virgilio. Face. That eye. What about my eye, punk? We haven't met ever at all. Never, ever. Good talking to you, bartender. Did you just scare off a client? Apparently. Well, I'm off. Thanks for everything. Don't mention it. We done for the day? Yeah, quite a few clients considering the whole situation. Oh shit, that Virgilio guy. So you two actually met before? Yeah, you could say that. What? Jill stuff, don't mind it. What were you talking about to Brian? Well, we were mostly catching up, to be honest. Hadn't seen him in a while. I offered him a drink when we met last week. Talked a bit about what to do after the bar closes. Oh, I tried to explain the situation with Robert here. He agreed to help me out with that one when the time comes. Oh. I was also tuning up the details for the new employee. New employee? Part-timer. You'll meet him tomorrow. Oh. Him? So it's a guy. An adorable guy, if I do say so myself. I suddenly have deja vu. You alright, Jill? Must be nothing. Where's my mouse cursor? Your electricity bill will be taken out on the 24th. Please make sure you have the $8,000 needed. Oh yeah, you'll come with me to work. What did I do? I bought the beer. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Wait. Is that a Nez? Post-it note, boys. What the fuck is that? Oh, is that cracked Dharma? Okay. Oh, I should save and finish. Kuramiki's got a new entry in the blog, but oh, we'll have to wait until next time, I'm afraid. So yeah, thanks for coming by, watching the live video. If you came by and watched the live video, Thanks for watching the VOD if you came to watch the VOD. And as always, I will see you in the next episode. That's the wrong button.